Hey Capricorn, this is Alex Angel, and I am here with your first half of March Angel and Tarot card reading. I hope you all are doing very well. Just a small correction. Last set of videos, I mentioned that Mercury was going retrograde from February 18th. It was actually February 16th. Also, it's currently retrograde in the sign of Pisces, but then on March 4th, it is going to backtrack and backpedal into the sign of Aquarius. So I've meditated on your cards. I have laid them out in front of me, and we will go ahead and get started. The energy that I'm getting for you, Capricorn, is if I could use one word to describe it, it would be debacle, right? It's almost like you are in this debacle and you are trying to think your way out of it, because thinking your way out of stuff, you've been so successful at doing that all before and all the times in the past. But for some reason, it just kind of feels like it's not working for you. Not only that, but what I'm also getting is that you might have had the assistance of somebody to kind of quote unquote brainstorm with, but for some reason, maybe that person is not available, or they've gone numb, or they're not giving the advice to you like they normally would. And with Mercury in retrograde, that makes absolute sense for me. Even when it comes to making these videos, I find that I've gotten more tongue-tied than normal. So, you know, if you do have, or if you feel stuck and you kind of feel like you can't get it out, you can't get it going, you can't express what it is that you want to express. Sorry, Mercury's in retrograde. Is coming out on March 9th. We'll be in the shadow period until the 29th. So just kind of hang in there. First two cards up are the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords. And again, for you Capricorn, here it is in black and white and red and blue and green and yellow. Okay. You've got yourself all locked up in your head and locked up in your way of doing things. I kind of stumbled there, not because of Mercury, but because Angels was downloading information. And basically what they were saying was that you feel kind of stuck, but it is your stubbornness that has you stuck, right? So another way of saying this is almost like you doing it to yourself. It's almost like you need the help and you want the help, but you're too proud to ask for help. Okay. So to an extent, and it's not necessarily that you have to go to someone else for help or you need something from someone else. It's just the act of, you know, releasing the stubbornness. That's the lesson, right? And once you release the stubbornness, it's almost like the person who you're needing or wanting to reach out to, it's not like you get the information from them, but they jar something inside of you that helps you unlock the answer or the solution to your problem. You know, they help you kind of figure out what the issue is that you're kind of going through, right? With the Knight of Swords here, you know, this is kind of like 9 plus 1 is 10, and then we're done. Right? One and done. He's got that sword coming in, rushing in to save the day. Like, I got you, boo. I'm here to, you know, this is the knight in shining armor, right? Kind of coming through to say, I'm coming to rescue you from that tower. But, you know, to an extent, it's almost like, will you even let him or her in? You know what I mean? What I keep hearing, you know, from my angels is stubbornness locked up. It's almost like you are set in your own ways, and also at the same time, not just set in your own ways, but you are in your own way. So whenever you're ready to let this end, or whenever you want this to end, is when you will actually get out of your own way. The next two cards is the Moon and the King of Cups. I kind of feel like for some reason this is a facade. This is a ruse. It's almost like you're trying and pretending to be this person and put together. You know, I got my shit together. You know, no, I'm okay. Everything is fine. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. taking care of what I'm supposed to take care of. But it feels like an illusion, right? It doesn't feel real. Not only that, but they're also saying to me too, whomever this quote unquote confidant is, right? They're the ones who would actually, they can kind of see right through it. If I was a psychic, or if I was somebody who read stuff in reverse, this King of Hearts would be, or King of Cups would definitely be in reverse. Because it's almost like you're trying to fake the funk. I don't know, say for instance, if you're trying to prove something to somebody, to prove that you could be more loving, to prove that you could be this particular king. And realistically, I do kind of see that this is who you're supposed to evolve into. When we were talking about pride just a moment ago, this king doesn't have pride, by the way. Or if he does have pride, he doesn't let his pride keep him from love. So if that's something, again, that you are moving towards, Capricorn, you got to get rid of that pride. You got to get rid of, you know, being in those emotions that are keeping you locked up. The unfortunate thing about emotions is that they're very dense and they're very heavy, just like water, right? Think about an ocean bottom. They're very dense and they're very heavy, and they keep things locked into place, okay? This kind of like is a bit of a paradox, right? Because this king is free-flowing. You know, he loves everybody. He will give love where love is needed. But, you know, with the moon here, it's almost like, no, it looks like love and quacks like love. You know, it could be a joke, right? It's almost like, you know, there's all kinds of illusions, and you kind of have to cut through, and you kind of have to go through an obstacle course, or, you know, kind of go through all of these challenges just to get to what's real. Okay. And for some reason, I'm kind of getting that comment just right there might have hit home with some of you, in that you want it to be easy for you in your situation, right? But when others are dealing with you, they have to go through obstacles. Okay. Now, law of attraction is real. You get back what you put out. So if you're putting out stubbornness and pride and making it difficult for everybody else, it's going to come right back. The universe is going to give it right back to you. Nothing ever comes to you. Nothing ever happens to you just willy-nilly. I mean, yeah, you could cross into others' energy fields, and, you know, you get sideswiped and things of that nature. But the things that you go through, the things that you put your emotional self through, are self-created. Okay? The next two cards are the Magician and the Ten of Cups. This is you with wishful thinking, right? This is, angels are also saying too, I don't know if some of you actually went to see a psychic, or, you know, you started maybe watching even some of these videos to figure out what's going to happen maybe in your situation. Sorry, I just ate a salad and I just want to make sure it's not in my teeth, but then I have something in my tooth. But anyway, we're going to get through this reading and then I'm going to go and floss. But I just kind of feel like, to an extent, it's almost like angels are saying you're just wanting this to be over. You're just wanting your happily ever after. You're wanting your 10 of Cups. You want it. You want the love that is due to you. You want justice. Not only that, but I kind of feel like, again, you feel like you deserve this. And at the end of the day, you absolutely do. But again, you're not going to get this 10 if you're putting out 0. Okay? Even though a 10 contains a 0, it has a 1 also. It's like opposites attract, right? You have the 1 and then you have the 0. You have the 0 and then you have the 1. But what putting them together is almost like, you know, putting them together is completion, right? It's your happily ever after. It's your American dream, your loving husband or your loving wife, and your kids and a dog and a house and a career. And again, what I'm also getting to is this, to me, almost implies that for some of you, it's wishful dreaming, daydreaming. It could also be praying. It could also be law of attraction launches. It's almost like maybe you're trying different rituals to bring this back, or to bring this to you. For a lot of you, you may feel complete when you are a part of a unit. And I feel like I'm about to start preaching to some of you, right? Because I feel like that was huge. I'm getting chills all over, right? Because it's almost like, I don't want to be out here. I don't see the 5 of Pentacles, but it's like, I don't want to be out here. I don't want to be on my own. I want to be with my family. I want to be a part of my unit. I need to be with my tribe. I feel so lost. I feel so lonely. I feel so upset. I feel so abandoned. And what's unfortunate is that as you are feeling all of that energy and launching all of that energy, the universe is going to bring those experiences right back to you. So as an example, if you are lost, you are going to attract situations that make you feel more lost. Okay? So you say to me, okay, well, Alex, well, how the hell do I get out of this? Stop feeling lost, right? Oh, easier said than done, blah, blah, blah. How do you stop feeling lost? You heal. What's making you feel lost? It has to do with some sort of situation or some sort of trauma that has you feeling this way. Go back to the original situation, okay? Dissect it, add some spiritual messaging, some, reasoning, and then release it, okay? And that's how you'll stop feeling lost. That's how the universe will stop attracting lost energy to you. The Queen of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, this is like, look, I'm done. I'm over. How do I do this? I mean, could somebody just kind of come in and just cut me out of this or wake me up out of this nightmare? I don't want to be here in this dream anymore. I'm tired of going through this. I'm tired of dealing with this. It kind of feels like an uphill battle and I'm tired, right? This to me is a female energy. This feels like a grandmother. It could be an aunt. This is a woman with a lot of wisdom. Angels are saying to me she has a sharp tongue. Okay, this is somebody I kind of feel like who can release you from your burdens. Okay. But at the end of the day, she's not going to do it alone. You have to kind of quote unquote work with her. Okay. As in, you can't come and act like everything is okay when it's not. Okay. You have to be honest. You have to be vulnerable. You have to open up. You have to be the King of Hearts. King of Hearts is not afraid to show emotion. He's not afraid to show emotion. He's not afraid to speak from the heart. He's not afraid to be like, look, I messed up. I apologize for that. It was me. That was my fault. He's not afraid to be accountable. Okay. A lot of people tend to look at him like, oh, he's soft. He's a yes man. He just wants to do this and do that. Or, he's a, what do they call him? The henpeck. You know what I mean? As in he chases behind his wife without question and he just does everything that she says. No, he's very wise too, but he uses his heart in a good and positive way instead of using his mind, right? If he was going to use his mind, I mean, he would be the King of Swords versus the King of Cups. The Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. I would be careful if I was you, Capricorn, because this is basically saying new opportunity, right? New materialism, new, joint, venture, business, promotion, money coming in, at the very early stages. But this is the card of deceit, right? This is the card of taking advantage, being self-centered, being, in it for yourself. Okay. So again, whatever crumbs the universe is throwing you, whatever knowledge, wisdom, and help and assistance the universe is giving you, don't fuck it up, right? Don't fuck it up and think, okay, I got this. And, I just was going through something. I'm good now. Let me just go. No, because as quickly as the universe will give that shit to you, the universe will take that and some. Okay, so I just kind of feel like Capricorn, it's a time for you to be really, really, really humble. What I'm also getting to is that there have been people in your lives who have helped you. Angels are saying that you guys need to pay homage to the ancestors, right? So I don't know if this is a ritual, a prayer, listening to tribal music. It just kind of feels like you need to surrender. You need to surrender and get out this fucking stupid pride or what's keeping you wanting to beat your chest and stick your chest out. Don't nobody give a fuck. Ain't nobody looking at your chest in the first place. Okay? The last cards on each of the deck is the Magician again. And then the Tower. Angels are saying, right? Angels are saying, you could do it. Or you could do it. And if you don't do it, we're going to do it. Okay? We're going to get in there and we're going to do what we're supposed to do. We'll bring you to your knees. You could either drop to your knees on your own, Capricorn, or we can bring you to your knees on our own. It's up to you. This feels like a cleansing, right? I know dropping to the knees, we're going to do it and you can do it. That sounds pretty harsh, and it is at the end of the day. Look, if you don't evolve, the universe will step in and evolve your ass, because the rest of the universe depends on it and you belong to the universe, right? You are a part of the grand whole. So you can't be over here running amok or keep trying to go left when you're supposed to go right. You holding up all of the rest of us, right? By trying to go fucking left, the universe eventually is going to step in and like, look, little Nikki, bring your ass on, right? So you can either do it or we're going to do it. But this, to me, you know, the Tower card means a lot of things and in a lot of situations. It's new thought. It's a change of mind. It's like, you know, that aha moment. It's just that bolt of inspiration or energy. But also at the same time, the Tower moment too is catastrophic, meaning breakdown, you know. And I just kind of feel like, Capricorn, if that's what you need to do, if you need to go grab a knee, go grab a quiet corner to humble yourself, go ahead and do it, please, by all means. Because after you're done, we're going to wipe the slate clean. We're going to mix some shit. You know, half of it is going to be God. Half of it will be you and your destiny. And then we're going to pick up where we left off. And we're going to keep this thing going. Okay? In addition to your reading, Capricorn, I'm also pulling my Earth Magic cards, which I'm trying to fish from under my tripod. This is basically just a reinforcement of the message, I guess. For the other signs that I did today, that's exactly what it was. You know, whatever the reading was about, the Earth Magic card just kind of echoed that reading. As you've heard me shuffling, one just kind of fell out. So let's see what it is. I love that. Lightning and power. And I love this for you, Capricorn, because I kind of feel like this is your goal. Like, you know, angels are saying to me sometimes, you guys, angels are saying basically that it's almost like you have a love affair with power. It's like this love-hate relationship. You love that you have it, but you hate that you don't have more. You know, angels are also saying too, this is always reflected, at least in your mind, especially in your personal relationships. So, but, you know, also at the same time, this is also a reminder to balance it, right? Because that lightning can strike from a metaphorical standpoint. It's like, oh, a new idea, inspiration, enlightenment, right? Or your ass can get struck down, okay? And again, I just kind of feel like it's up to you, Capricorn. All right, boo-boos. I hope that helps. I hope you guys, you know, work your way out of this. It kind of feels like you have no choice. So, you know, be brave, get her done, and you know, kind of keep it moving. Because once you get it done, once you learn a lesson, once you move on, it's gone forever. You ain't never got to deal with it again. Okay? You don't ever have to deal with it again. You just have to be bold enough to deal with it now and to get through it now. If you decide you don't want to get through it now, it's going to keep coming up over and over and over. Don't think that you can leave this lifetime and then be done, because nope, it'll be right there with a big old fat heart and kiss and love just waiting for you in the next lifetime. So get her done, Capricorn, okay? Love you guys. I hope to see you back here for the second half of March. Take care.